Viewed directly from above, the aircraft looks like a bizarre UFO, a flying saucer mercilessly crammed into the fuselage of a futuristic fighter jet. Its entire body screams stealth, a masterpiece of low observability, except for the single massive round wing smack in the middle. This feature looks completely out of place, an alien concept unlike any design a sane person could possibly imagine. However, much like the most pungent delicacies, what appears grotesque can hide extraordinary virtues. This peculiar round wing concept wasn't just a fever dream. It had been explored before, and even modern AI has praised its potential. It all started with a young man, a student from Tajikistan, named Fastouk Mahamorak, brimming with boundless enthusiasm and an imagination that refused to be chained. During his university years, he conceived a truly audacious idea. For modern aircraft to evolve, they must shatter the shackles of conventional thinking. And his proposed breakthrough, his radical departure from the rules, was the very round wing he designed. In truth, the round wing was not a new concept at all. During the crucible of World War II, both Nazi Germany and the United States furiously studied this type of airfoil. One particular American creation, the Vought V-173, affectionately known as the Flying Pancake, was a full-scale aircraft built around this very principle, compared to traditional elongated wings. The airflow over a rounded wing surface is inherently more stable and attached. This aerodynamic wizardry meant the aircraft needed only a laughably low speed to get airborne. The stall speed was dramatically lower, yet the lift generated was immense, bestowing upon it unparalleled maneuverability and agility. During the testing phase of the V-173, it was discovered that the aircraft could leap off a warship's deck after a mere 60-meter run. With a ship steaming into the wind at a decent clip, this flying disc could perform a near-vertical takeoff, ascending straight into the sky. The aerodynamic advantages of the rounded wing were undeniable, a clear leap forward in performance. But this strange shape also introduced a Pandora's box of problems. Before the advent of sophisticated electronic flight control systems, piloting an aircraft relied entirely on the pilot's raw skill and hand feel. When the round wing was generating, it's a massive lift, the slightest control misstep, a twitch of the wrist, could instantly transform the giant wing into an enormous air brake. This would cause a catastrophic loss of lift, sending the aircraft tumbling from the sky. The risk was particularly acute during the critical phases of takeoff and landing, turning every flight into a life-or-death gamble. However, by the late 1970s, technology had caught up. The stable development of fly-by-wire electronic flight control systems and the use of powerful computers to manage flight attitude, the treacherous handling problems of the rounded wing seemed to have been completely vanquished. It was against this backdrop of technological revolution that Fastouk Mahamorak began to develop his own radical design based on the round wing concept. In his design, he ingeniously incorporated a standard swept-back wing into the larger circular wing, while also seamlessly integrating both the vertical and horizontal tail surfaces into the round wing structure. He theorized that this hybrid approach would simultaneously harness the high lift, low-speed advantages of the round wing and the high-speed stability of a conventional swept wing, creating a machine with unparalleled combat maneuverability. Fastouk christened his visionary design UTOS. After graduating from the prestigious Riga Civil Aviation Engineers Institute, he immediately embarked on a relentless campaign, taking his designs to every corner of the aerospace industry to promote his revolutionary idea. In 1991, his persistence paid off. The legendary Mikoyan Design Bureau, known as MIG, received Fastouk's proposal and immediately recognized its earth-shattering potential, treating it like a priceless treasure. After conducting exhaustive wind tunnel tests, the overall design of the UTO's prototype unequivocally demonstrated its absolute superiority. Fastouk's radical ideas were not just the empty talk of a dreamer, they were backed by hard science. At that precise moment in history, to counter the American Advanced Tactical Fighter ATF program, which would eventually produce the F-22 Raptor, Russia launched its own new generation frontline fighter aircraft program. The Mikoyan Bureau, perpetually under immense pressure from its rival Sukhoi, immediately seized this opportunity. They secured special treatment from the highest echelons of power, even being allocated a staggering $2 million to construct a full-scale prototype for further, more intensive testing. This prototype, officially named the MiG-2000, is the very aircraft seen in the footage. It was a technological marvel, featuring a completely circular main wing that blended an unconventional planform with swept, star-shaped wing sections. It utilized a central fuselage integrating technique with a central rear wing arrangement, exhibiting the distinct angular characteristics of a state-of-the-art stealth aircraft. The fire control system mounted on the wings employed revolutionary multi-source data integration technology. This system was so advanced it could simultaneously track and engage more than 20 targets. It could even use advanced gas dynamic control (GAC) to fire missiles at pursuing enemies, performing all-directional attacks with absolutely no blind spots. A true 360-degree sphere of death. However, the cruel hand of fate intervened. After the sudden and chaotic collapse of the Soviet Union, MiG and its groundbreaking project lost all support from the political and military leadership. The new elite class ruling Russia had no interest in such nostalgic, high-risk endeavors. The Air Force's painfully limited procurement budget was almost entirely funneled to the Sukhoi Design Bureau for its Su-27 family and its successor programs. There was simply no more money to pour into the MiG-200 project, and so it was unceremoniously stopped dead in its tracks. A decade later, midway through the 2000s, a mysterious new aircraft named the Shafak suddenly appeared in Iran. No matter how you look at it, its entire fuselage, its wing design, its very soul, bears an uncanny and unmistakable resemblance to the abandoned MiG-2. Although today, the Shafak project has also seemingly vanished into obscurity, the legacy of this discarded superjet serves as a haunting reminder of what could have been.